Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore 1.8. I'm William Strife, and this is, well, like I just said, Minecraft Hardcore 1.8. If I die, it's all over, the world gets deleted, all of that awesome stuff. I keep hitting the wrong button over and over again. Hardcore Minecraft, world gets deleted if I die. I'm still on the first life after, I think this is episode 22 that I'm recording. Wow, it's been a long time. This is what I worked on last week. The Cathedral of Strife. Or Strife Cathedral, I don't actually remember what on earth I called it. Just check the sign. Yeah, Cathedral of Strife. So, I'm really proud of this place. Did a little bit of cleanup. I improved the foundations, put these cobblestone stairs around it. I also came around the back here and put a proper wall against, a proper retention wall against the dirt. And if this is the first episode that you're tuning in, I doubt there are many of you who this is the first episode that you're tuning in, but if that is the case, I change texture packs every single week based on community suggestions. If you want to suggest a texture pack, reply to my comment below. Try to suggest texture packs that I haven't used yet. You should see a list on the screen of previously used texture packs. And this week, I am using R3D Craft. I've seen a lot of people asking for this texture pack for a long time. Finally got enough votes in last week to actually become the used texture pack. And I quite like what R3D Craft does. It's got a nice smooth style to it. It's a takeoff on the classic textures in a, real three-dimensional style. And I'm pretty sure that this texture pack has full support for shader mods as well. Now, I guess I should address this. It's the fact that a lot of you have been asking me to use shaders, and the fact is this is an unmodded series and shaders require you to mod the game, and I am terrible at modding, alright? And I've had far more problems and loss of data and whatnot because I've modded a game wrong and I don't back up my files properly and whatnot. So I am never going to implement shaders in this particular series, alright? And that has everything to do with the fact that I cannot mod games for the life of me. I'm just terrible at it. So, no shaders are ever going to be used. I should just tackle that straight up front with you guys. So, ask for it all you want. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Just being up front with you about that. And anyway, this is R3D Craft. You can find a link for it in the description. I quite like what they do with it. However, I do have a particular problem with it. And it's kind of a nitpick. It's a meta issue, I guess you could say. It's the fact that they haven't filled in freaking gaps in the texture pack. I don't know about you guys. I mean, this could very easily come off really, really whiny, and I'm not trying to whine. I'm just, stating, my stance on it. But it really, really, really bugs me whenever you open a texture pack and they've done a phenomenal job of covering tons of textures, and then they haven't taken the time to make a texture for birch trees. Okay, or taking the time to make textures for sandstone, okay? And this really, really, really bugs me because birch and sandstone, they've been in the game since at least beta. Maybe, maybe sandstone has even been in there since alpha, I don't quite remember. But I mean, for them to go through the trouble and take the time to add the textures for stuff that's in 1.8, but they can't take the time to go and just add textures for sandstone? Or birch? I mean, the sandstone is one story, but birch trees are, that's a slap in the face. For me, it's just really, really, really annoying. It's a pet peeve of mine where, they haven't textured things that have been in the game for how long and you see them on a regular basis. The more obscure the objects are, the more I'm gonna forgive it. I mean, it's a whole bunch of texture packs out there that say they're complete don't actually have texture skins for squids, and it's like, hey, I don't care. How often do I see squids? Almost never, so I'm not going to complain. But stuff like, dandelions and birch trees and sandstone, the more common things that you see in a regular Minecraft game, it just really, really gets me. So that's the biggest drawback that I have about this texture pack. But, like always, I can fix that by patching it in, which is something you can do in the latest version, 1.8 Minecraft. So what I'm going to patch the holes with is Chroma Hills. So, Chroma Hills is a texture pack that I've used previously. It's actually the texture pack that I prefer to use on a, you know, regular, I'm just playing the game basis. So it's fantastic, you know, they put in all these fantastic flower designs and whatnot. And actually, it looks like the flower designs for Chroma Hills are overwriting. Well, no, I guess they're not overwriting anything, but they look almost exactly the same. I mean, at this point, I'm almost willing to bet that they ripped the textures right out of Chroma Hills, or maybe, I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. Jeez, I've spent so much time talking that the sun has decided to set. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a sleep, and let's get to this week's project, guys. Okay, guys, it's morning, and it's time to start on this week's project, which is kind of a two-parter. First of all, there's the construction side of it, which, you know, is pretty common in the series. And second of all is, you know, the other, well, the adventure side of it. So that's what it is this week, a two-parter, sort of. So first of all, you can see that I ripped down the wall. It used to come in a straight line over here to this. And the reason why I ripped the wall out and extended it out, as you can see, is because I'm going to end up building a barn. Because I'm going for horses today. It's something that's been suggested fairly regularly for quite some time. The fact that I should really get some horses and a barn and whatnot set up because, you know, I don't know what to say. Horses, they don't really capture me. I find them to be predominantly useless in Minecraft, or at least useless in the sense that I just don't really use them. So I just never really touched on them. You know, I do have this particular problem with the wall here, I might as well say. It's the fact that the way that it's designed in the sections, sometimes you end up with this type of a problem, where, you know, it extends and then it doesn't meet up perfectly, which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish the wall here, and then I'm going to get to... Oh my god, well... I botched this up. How exactly did I botch this up? Blech. Like I said, really, really awkward spacing on this. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up this wall, and the gate's a bit of a strange situation. I'm not entirely certain how I should make the gate because this is the way that horses are going to get in here, but I'm not entirely certain how it needs to be designed. But anyways, I'll go ahead and finish up the wall and we'll get onto the barn. Oh, we guys talk about a lot of work, and this oh my, I seem to have missed the edge of the building. I guess I'll go ahead and actually, do I have what I need in my inventory? I'm pretty sure that I got the stairs in one of the chests over here. I'll just go ahead and fix this while I muse about this wonderful project that I just finished. Geez, this has been one of those projects that really I was underprepared for. For one, my block count is off, which is a bit of a pet peeve of mine where things aren't congruent on either side, but I only found out once I was really quite into the project. Weird sounds that the game will make. Yeah, but I'm done with the barn here, and as you can see, I'm just kind of putting the finishing touches on the edges of the roof here. You know, because I think that the detail whenever you go building in Minecraft is something incredibly important to make something, you know, just worthwhile. It's if you want to make something that people are gonna step back and look at and say, wow, that looks nice. You know, the details are really the big key to making that possible, which is the reason why I, you know, stick it out and go through the trouble of doing these ridiculously tedious to make roofs. And let me tell you, oh my god, making roofs that are properly pitched with stairs across the top all the way, and then, you know, getting the inverse stair thing along the inside, that's even more difficult. In all honesty, the way that this barn has turned out, not quite the way that I wanted it to look. I put these dark oak fences along the corners, thinking that it would make it look better, and I suppose it would, but the roof just really doesn't go with it, I think. The roof kind of clashes with it. This is more or less a version of the barn that I built in the Minecraft guide for, well, the Minecraft guide, which was a lot more intricate, I guess you could say, but it was also smaller, and it was kind of shoved off to the side. I really like the barn that I built in that series, and this was supposed to be a reflection of that. I'm not entirely certain that I like the way that it turned out, but all the same, it's definitely, you know, large and kind of majestic and whatnot, and I've only got one single fence gate to get in and out of this place. As you can see, I led through with some coarse dirt all the way out to the gate, and I did finish the gate. You know, did some stair work up at the top there, put the redstone up at the tip for signifying that this is the gate. Not entirely certain about this right here, the stairs, the way that you can see up the top. I think I'm just going to stick with it though. But there are a couple of things that I need to do right here inside of the barn. First of which is taking some of, well, just take all of the birch wood and make a bunch of sticks. And I'm going to need to make some not fences, ladders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that that's more enough. I'm pretty certain that 24 ladders is way more than I need. Something else that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of hay bales with this wheat here, which, you know, that's something that you frequently see inside of barns and around ranches and whatnot. So there's something else. I'll go ahead and take this back up. And the idea is pretty straightforward. These are pens along the sides here, but right here in the corner, this is not a place where pens are supposed to go, or horses are supposed to stay. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to break it down like so, and go ahead and hold shift to pause myself on the ladder. And it takes 5 ladders to get all the way up to the top, because I think that it works at its best whenever you extend one more. Then I'll come over to the other side like so, and just kind of repeat. But now with that done, I'm just going to go ahead and hop up to the second floor here, and I'm going to put some hay bales in, not forgetting to, you know, get some variation in here, like so. There we go. Just go ahead and put these down. Yep, this is looking good. This is looking great. Alright, so we've got some hay up on the top level to, you know, like, feed the horses and whatnot, which we don't have yet. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to that in a minute here. Horses are on the way. Go ahead and, there we go. That'll do for now. Actually, I'll take this last piece up and put it down. Okay, so there we go. The barn is outfitted with all of the stuff it needs. Granted, I have a whole lot less wheat now as a result of it, but I'll manage. There's a lot of other stuff that I need to dump out of my inventory here. I'll keep the sticks on me. I'll get rid of the slabs. And if you can believe it or not, this is the last of the coarse dirt that I've got, and this is almost the last of the gravel I have. I'll go ahead and just nab a bunch of this stuff, because I'm headed back to the fishing shack, which has more or less become the de facto storage facility for the compound. But for that matter, it's not the fishing shack, it's the Hook and Line. I don't remember how long ago I named it now, but it is now the Hook and Line, which is a fantastic name for a fishing shack, I think. But yeah, this is the last of the coarse dirt that I have on me, and as you can see, I'm down to 59 gravel, so I can't really make any more of the stuff. It's been an age since I last did any, proper mining and whatnot, and as a result ran into gravel. So anyways, I'm here in the fishing shack to get my hands on some saddles, specifically. I'll go ahead and grab 3 of them, and I'm gonna hope that this will work. My main focus right now is to just go out and try to find horses, and there's a plains biome out to the north there, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to get through that way. At the back side of Chateau Strife. Now, my big problem is that I only have 2 gates on this compound. There's one here on the south side and one on the north side over there, because that is the northern direction. If I just hit F3 here. Yeah, facing north is what it says. So that's north. This is south. I don't have any exits more to the west on the compound, and it could go either way. I would be perfectly fine with having a south-facing gate and a north-facing gate on the west side. Of course, at the same time, I wouldn't have a problem with having a gate on the back side of the chateau facing directly west. But that's just not something that I've actually sorted out, and it's because it has a whole lot to do with all of the paths. I want paths to actually go somewhere. So, alright, there we go. Get a bit of a munch in, and now it's just a matter of looking around, seeing if I can find some freaking horses. Horses are things that I'm amazed that nobody really learned how to tame. I can't tell you how many times I've seen other people play Minecraft who are supposed to be quote-unquote professional Minecrafters, and they can't figure out for the life of them how to tame a horse. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you don't tame a horse in the same way that you tame everything else in this world. The only other tameable beasts being wolves and ocelots. So I don't seem to be finding any horses out here. This is a little bit disconcerting. Horsey? Horsey, where are you? Come on, Horsey. Mr. Ed? Are you out there? Hello? Maybe I'll get more luck if I head out this way. I know that I've seen horses out this way before. And horses are a feature that I've never really taken a vested interest in. I've learned how to manipulate them, how to tame them, and how to breed them and whatnot. But ultimately, I've never really had a vested interest in horses for the explicit reason that... Aha, here's one over here. For the explicit reason that horses just, overall, I find them to be too much to look after. So, like normal, the way that you tame a horse... Actually, is this a horse or a mule? I can't tell. With an empty hand, you just right-click. And it's gonna buck me off sooner or later here. There we go. Bucked me off. And just get back on. Usually you can tame these guys within 5 or 6 tries, so... Come on. He's gonna admit... He's really close to loving me. Just waiting for the hearts to sprout out of his head here. There we go. Okay, so the problem is that I can't control him, so I'm gonna shift to dismount, hold shift and right-click click the guy, and put a saddle on him. There we go. Now I can get back on him, and now I can ride the horse. Without the saddle, it's not possible to direct the horse where you want it to go. So here we go. This is one horse. I'm gonna need to go out and look for more of them. Oh, jeez. The problem here is that I don't have a proper path marked for the gate. Whoop. Ooh. Get out of here, spider! Get out of here! Now this is a big feature. You saw that I jumped over the gate here. Normally you can't jump over these fences, which is the explicit reason why I put them here. But I made this gate taller with the express purpose of being able to leap over the gate with the horse, and in order to make that happen, I had to have extra clearance, so that's something. I'm gonna go ahead and hop back to bed and take a sleep to pass the night today, and I'm gonna get to looking for 3 more horses, because I have saddles here, and there's no good reason for me not to go out and get more horses. Ugh, day dawns again. You know what? Something that I'm going to need to sort out really quickly here, because it's been bugging the ever-living bejesus out of me, is that particular wall of vines that I put on the smithy. This is something that, you know, I've known about for a long time, but I've, you know, just kind of not really bothered talking about it. It's the fact that whenever you walk next to vines, they'll slow you down. Basically, if you're close enough to the hitbox to qualify for climbing up the vines, and that basically means if I'm anywhere inside of the column of blocks above this one right here, it'll automatically try to attach you to the vine, whether you can actually climb up it or not, and it'll, as a result, slow you down. So if I run past these vines on the left, see, it just completely slowed me down, and it's been bugging the ever-living crap out of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to just shear all of the vines off. Because if you leave one vine at the top, it will grow down, and I just don't need those there anymore. I mean, admittedly, the wall looks a little bit barren now, but, you know, live and let. It is what it is. You just can't really get around it. I'm gonna need to go out and find a lot more gravel because I want a back path stretching around the library here to get around the compound. Oh, jeez. Horsey, what on earth are you doing? Get your butt back over there. For freaking crap. Alright. Let's just hop out here. And I'm gonna hop over the hill back to the place where I was before, because if there's any place for me to find more horses, it's probably out in this prairie on this side. Didn't have much luck on the other side. Aha! Here we are. Yep, right out in the same pasture. Another brown horse. I kind of wish that I could find a white one, or maybe a spotted one. That might be nice. Got another cave down there. Well, if nothing else, I can go ahead and tame this horse. I'll go ahead and just work on him. Hope he doesn't fall down the hole. Wait on it. There's one. There's two. You're being a naughty one. Three. Kick me off right away. Four. You are gonna belong to me. I'm gonna break you in. Five. Haha. Oh, 6. 7 times the charm. Oh, you bad boy. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me now. Haha, you love me. I told you you would. Who's your daddy? Okay, let's go ahead and put a saddle on this guy as well, and let's head back home. As you can see, there are more hearts to this particular horse, and this is something that is never really covered appropriately by much of anybody, and it's the fact that horses have an entire stat sheet unto themselves. They have a stat sheet for how fast they can run. They have a stat sheet for how for how fast they can run, how much stamina they have, which is the horses. There's a stat sheet for how fast they can run, how much health they have, how high they can jump, and you know, you can see that there are a lot of hearts on the bottom right there for me. Is it possible? Oh my god, I can. But as you can see, this horse does not really run that fast. My bet, though, is that if I hold down the jump button... Yeah, this guy goes pretty high. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other horse here. And as you can see, first of all, this horse is very fast. It has fewer hearts, though. And my bet is that, yeah, you see, if I get this charged up all the way, this horse doesn't jump anywhere near as high. But this one over here can jump a lot higher. See? If, it's, you know, not significantly higher, but plenty higher. So, there we go. I've got myself 2 horses. I might try to find some more out there, but like I said, horses aren't something that I'm particularly interested in. I might go through the trouble of trying to breed them. That's another thing. There's actually a subsystem by which, stat mixing occurs between parents. So you can breed, better horses. Although, in all honesty, I think I recall reading somewhere that horses can't actually be bred to be superior. The best ones are found out in the wild. But anyways, that's it for me this week, guys. Be certain to make suggestions for texture packs below, as well as another build project, because I'll have only one more build project next week to go before we get to closing this series out. So be certain to suggest texture packs below, build projects as well, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!